Welcome to the Fast Track Teacher Prep Program for Blended Instruction. I'm your program facilitator, Cassidy Hetzel. I've been in education for 17 years. I earned my doctorate online from Walden University in 2011. I also earned my master's degree in curriculum instruction. I'm currently the instructional coach over at Jeffco's Virtual Academy, and I'm also one of their English teachers for the past 7 years. Highlight of my career was in 2017 when some of my students got together and nominated me as Colorado Online Blended Teacher of the Year. While I didn't win, it was so humbling and honoring to have students respect and appreciate the time, energy, and effort that I was putting into my teaching and into my classroom. I want you to know that I want to put that same energy, time, and effort into facilitating your course, and that because of that, I want you to know that you can always reach out to me. Please know that you can send me an email at khetzel@learncollaborative.org, or that you can call me at 720-583-5565. Please know in our blended environment that sending an email, sending a text, calling me is no different than raising your hand. I really do want to help you through this program and get you the best possible instruction on blended learning that I can. So please reach out to me with any questions that you may have as you go through your program. What we're going to do today is we're going to go through what our program structure is going to be and adjusting the communication and grading for the first week. And then I'm going to go over specific assignments and what they're going to look like. And that's pretty much it for today. So let's get on track with the Fast Track program. We call it the Fast Track program because, again, this is a very fast program. We're only together for 4 weeks, and yet in those 4 weeks, I'm going to try to provide you with as many strategies and techniques for blended instruction as I possibly can. Your course will be happening in Google Classroom. You should have received an email with the join code for our Google Classroom already. The course is self-paced. You will have a suggested pacing schedule, and what that means is since if your course starts on a Monday, I'm going to ask that you try to have all of your weekly assignments finished by that next Sunday. Again, that's only a suggested pacing schedule. If you need more time, then please take the time you need to complete your assignments. You have the opportunity to work as quickly through the course as you would like or as slowly as you would like. I'm happy to be flexible on deadlines. Please just let me know if you need extra time on an assignment. You can reach out through email, text, phone call. Just with so many teachers in this program, I just really want to make sure I know what's going on with each of you and that I keep my records straight. So please know I'm happy to be flexible on those deadlines, but if you do need extra time, I would like you to reach out to me. On Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., I will be offering drop-in instructional support hours. And that is just time, anytime you have questions, if you want to go over an assignment, you want to brainstorm, that's the time I'm making myself available for you. If you are working through this program with other teachers from your school or a sister school, or you have a partner, your husband's taking the course, by all means, work together, work smarter together, not harder. Use each other to brainstorm, to think through things. Know that you are always welcome to customize your content based on your position or your role for the district. And so if you're an admin, instead of thinking about students, think about maybe how you could bring blended learning into your professional development. If you're a counselor, how could you add more choice and voice to your counseling services? Really make sure you're reaching out for support when you need it. Again, it's no different than raising your hand in a traditional classroom. In the instructions for some of the assignments, you'll see that I ask for student samples. I'm not crazy. I know it's summer. I know we don't have students right now. So when you think of the student samples, think of that as what would your students need to complete your lesson? So do they have a rubric? Is there a worksheet? What are the handouts you're giving them? What are the things that they need to complete the lesson? As we're talking about communication and grading, again, the best way, especially this first week as we're getting started, as so many of you will have questions, the easiest way communicate with me is through email. I always respond within 24 hours unless volume is extremely high. And in that case, then I'll return emails in the order and voicemails in the order that they came in. During that first week, please know that my focus is on communication and supporting you, and not on grading this first week. I will get your grading done. It will be done usually by the first week. So if you start on a Monday, by that next Monday, all week one assignments will be graded. But really know that my focus is going to be on communicating and supporting you during this first week, and not on the grading. I want to make sure all questions are being answered first and foremost, so that everyone has the best chance to start off successfully in their learning path. So now we're going to go into our Google Classroom, and we're going to just take a quick look around at what that could look like. And so when you are in your classroom, you'll start by seeing on this first page is going to be your updates page. This is where I'm going to put any pertinent or important information, anything I'm sharing with you. That's all going to be available right here on that front page. Under classwork at the top, you're going to see that you have big titles. These are topic titles, and so you can see each one of these big titles is another week. So Introduction to Blended Instruction is week 1. Best Practices in Blended Instruction is week 2. Creating Digital Content is week 3. And OER Resources is week 4. Okay, so as you begin, you're going to come in and go through these page by page. Each one of these is going to have a Google Doc or a video for you to watch. When you get down to the instructional content, when you get to your instructional content, you will be able to see your recorded webinars right here. You'll also find your slide decks and any examples. I've also included a Google tutorial in here for you as well. As you begin to work through your materials, what you're going to notice is you're going to have the materials presented. You're going to be able to work through them as you'd like. You can pick and choose which materials and resources you'd like. During this first week, you're going to be presented with all the different models of blended learning, and you're going to have the opportunity to choose which blended model you think will be most successful in your classroom or your environment. So on assignment 1, you're going to be looking and just providing what you thought of the blended models. And so remember, as you're going through these assignments, that we work in the ADDIE professional development model. That means you're going to be analyzing, designing and developing, implementing, and evaluating throughout our time together. On our second assignment, and also remember the 300 words here, more of a minimum than a maximum. Feel free to explain as much as you would like. You do not feel like you are limited to 300 words. Also know that you can record a video, record on audio, or submit a typed draft. So that's on 1.1. 1.2, you're going to be looking at the pros and cons of the blended learning models and choosing which one you think could be best in your classroom environment. Now, remember that your pros and cons could be very different from other people's pros and cons. And that's wonderful, because what we want is we want you to be able to make your own custom models of blended learning throughout this course. So please know that all of these models can be intertwined together. They do work well together. You may pick and choose the strategies that you want to use for your classes and for your needs. So again, 1.2, you're just going to be looking at the pros and cons. 1.3 is a quick video on Flipgrid, just you explaining kind of your thought process as you were looking through the blended models and why you chose what you chose. And then on 1.4, you're reflecting. Part of being a blended instructor is being a responsive instructor. So thinking about and reflecting on why you are doing what you are doing. So really, you're just going to be working through and going through each of your materials and then completing the assignments. There are 4 assignments each week. Feel free to work together. Work smarter, not harder. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.